Assalamu alaikum. I'm Suresh from Addu High School. Welcome to A-Level Accounting. A-Level Accounting has two units. One is Advanced Subsidiary that you will be covering in grade 11 and Advanced Level 2 that you will be doing in grade 12. This International Advanced Subsidiary IAS and International Advanced 2 will constitute your International Advanced level. So by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to identify how your A-level accounting is different from O-level accounting. And you will be able to recognize how you will be assessed by the examiners for your A-level examination. And you will be familiar with the new structure of your further education. You completed your O-level under Cambridge University. Cambridge University is the world famous university accepted by everywhere in the world, of course. But now you say goodbye to Cambridge University. You're going to join another world famous examination and academic body, that is Edexcel. Pearson Edexcel. You're going to join a world famous examination and academic body accepted everywhere. So it is a private examination body. It was taken over by, Edexcel was taken over by Pearson, a public limited company, Pearson PLC in 2013. Edexcel is an abbreviation of two terms. One is education and the other is excellence. It is the largest awarding organization offering academic and vocational qualifications in schools and colleges in UK, not only in UK, all over the world. It is recognized internationally. Accounting, Unit 1. WAC 11/01. The paper name is the Accounting System and Costing. We are not going into the subject today. We are going to learn how we are going to learn this subject. Okay. You will be assessed externally by a written examination. At the end of grade 11, you will have a written examination by the Edexcel, and grade 12 also, at the end of the year, you will have a written examination. So written examination duration for each paper will be 3 hours. And the maximum marks will be 200 marks. One examination for grade 11, Unit 1. This examination will consist of two sections, Sections A and Section B. Section A, you will have two questions for 55 marks each. Not a single question, it will be multi-part questions. No choice, both questions are compulsory. And in Section B, you will get 4 questions and you have the freedom to choose any 3. The most convenient questions you can choose. Each question will carry 30 marks. Total 55 plus 55, 110 marks for Section A, 30 plus 30 plus 30, 90 marks for Section B. Total 200 marks. Then assessment objectives. Your 4 skills will be assessed by the examiners. Assessment objective 1, assessment objective 2, AO3, AO4. AO1 is to test your knowledge and understanding. Then AO2 is to test your application skill. And AO3 is analysis, and AO4 is evaluation skill. So, the relationship between this assessment objective, that is weightage. More weightage will be for application skill. Then comes your knowledge and understanding. You can see assessment objective, knowledge and understanding, AO1, weightage is 30%. Then 43 to 44% will be to test your application skill, and 17% is analysis, and 9 to 10% your evaluation skill. For grade 12, that is unit 2, this weightage will be slightly different. They will reduce the knowledge and understanding and application, and they will add it to your analysis and evaluation skill. Command words, question words. That is, they will be using these command words, and it is very important we should know these command words because our answer and scoring marks will be based on these command words. Calculate, commend, complete, define, evaluate, explain, identify, prepare, recommend, state. These are the common command words that you will see in your examination paper. What we have to do? Check. Calculate. That is, this will involve working out a numerical problem using mathematical processes and mathematical formulae showing relevant working. That is important. You will have to show the working. You will practice those things. Examples of question, that is, you will be asked to calculate the capital introduced by the new partnership on 1st May 2020 by Ali and Bashir. Or you will be asked to calculate the projected profit or loss for the year ending 30th April 2021. Calculate means you can just show the calculation, no need of preparing an account, no need. But by preparing an account, you can calculate. You might have learned that in order to calculate the credit purchase, we can prepare a trade payables ledger control account, right? To calculate gross profit, we can prepare a statement of profit or loss. If the question command word is calculate, it is not necessary that you have to prepare it in a format. To calculate capital, you can prepare a trial balance. By distinguishing the assets and liabilities, you can find the capital. Without preparing the trial balance also, you can calculate capital. Calculate. Then comment. After calculating, you will get an answer. On that answer, you have to give certain statement with a brief explanation, how or why. That is, comment. Example is given, comment on the sufficiency of the liquidity and the profitability. You will be calculating some liquidity ratios like working capital ratio, that is current ratio, or acid test ratio. Then about the sufficiency. After the calculation, you will have to write whether this ratio is sufficient, that is whether the business is having sufficient liquidity or not. And you say why. Why you said it is not sufficient. Okay, that is comment. Then comes complete. A format will be given. A table may be given. Some of the columns might be filled and you will have to fill other columns. That is complete. After calculating, you can fill that. Example, complete the schedule of non-current assets below. Okay. Then define. Define, to to state the precise meaning of an accounting term or to provide a description. For example, define goodwill. We know goodwill is the excess amount paid over and above the net asset value. Or the question may be define the term allocation of overheads. That is, you will have to give the precise meaning of the term. That is what is expected by the examiners. Then next come evaluate. That may be something new to you, but by the end of the year, you will be very familiar with that. For every question, the last part will be evaluate. Evaluate means you will have to analyze the positive and negative side, and you will have to come to your own conclusion, judgment. Okay. Example, that is, this will involve reviewing the information and then bringing it together to form a conclusion, drawing on evidence including the strength and the weakness of the situation, then alternative action, all you will have to do. That is very important for A-level exam. Example, evaluate whether the straight line method is suitable for all non-current asset. So there you will say the positive side of that is straight line method, then negative side, then you will conclude whether it is suitable for all the non-current asset or not, or whether some other methods can be used for what type of non-current asset this method will be suitable. That is evaluation. Okay, then explain. If the question is to explain, you will have to give some further, that is, addition to your answer. Linked justification, that is, exemplification of a point. Explain. Example is, explain whether each of the following costs are variable. You will have to say whether it is variable or fixed or semi-fixed or semi-variable. This all may be new term to you, to your accounting. Okay. Then identify. Identify means no need of any explanation. You just mention that. Information to be selected from a range of possibilities. List or given stimulus. Example, identify the errors. Some errors may be given. You will have to identify which error is that. Oh, that is error of principle. Question is to identify. If identify and explain, then you will have to say error of principle, because error of principle states this, and this in this question, this is okay. In that way, you will have to explain that. But if identify, you just have to list, write the name only. Then prepare. Prepare means that, remember, you will have to use or follow the format. Prepare means, question may be to prepare a statement of profit or loss. Arrange the financial information into a standard format. Okay. Then recommend. That also we need some sense, logical sense. You are asked to recommend, suggest a solution, or to tell your decision. That will come in evaluation part actually. Okay, example, recommend, giving reasons, the basis on which the following expenses should be apportioned between shop and the workshop. You will have to recommend, you will have to say why. It is your decision. You can take your own decision, but tell why. Then state. State knowledge and understanding level only, that is requires to recall of one or more pieces of information. Just think and state two examples of goodwill. Then state the effect on each of the following if goodwill is retained in the books, that is profit or loss for the year. Just state what is the effect. We will write no effect. Goodwill is not related with the profit or loss. Then goodwill, how goodwill will have the effect on bank overdraft. You just write no effect, no need of any further explanation. Time will be very important. If you are going to explain all these points, you won't be able to finish the exam on time. So be familiar with the command words of the question. Then awarding and reporting. How you will be awarded the grades. IAS, that is International Advanced Subsidiary, will be graded on a 5-grade scales from A to E. 5 grades: A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, and E grade. But IAL, International Advanced Level, will be graded on 6-point scale, that is A star to E. A star, A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Individual unit results will be reported. You will get mark sheets for IAS level and IAL level. Only Unit 1 will contribute to IAS grade, and both the units, that is IAS and IA2, International Advanced 2, will contribute to the IAL grade. Okay, to get a pass. In UK, according to Edexcel, if you get a grade from A or A star to E, you will be considered passed. But we have to keep in mind that in Maldives, A to C is treated as pass for certain needs. For example, if you have to be included in national top 10, A to C will be considered. So we'll have to make sure that we fall in any of these grade, A to C. But universities, if you go outside Maldives, in order to get entry for higher studies, even if it is D grade or E grade, it will be treated as pass. A pass in IAS subject is indicated by one of the 5 grades A, B, C, D, E, of which grade A, it is simple thing, grade A is the highest and grade E is the lowest. But IAL, it will be A star to E. A star is the highest and E is the lowest. If your grade is below E, you will receive an unclassified U result. It is not a grade. We cannot say it is U grade. It says that you are unclassified. No grade, 0 grade. Okay. So, the marks that you have to score for these grades. For International Advanced Subsidiary for grade 11, even though you are going to write the exam for 200 marks, your marks will be made to a uniform mark 300 that the examiners will do. Out of these 300 marks, you have to get at least 240 to score A grade, at least 210, that is 70% for achieving a B grade, and 180 to 209 to achieve a C grade, minimum 150 for D grade, and 120 for E grade. For advanced level, that is after completing grade 12, that is IAS and IA2, both together, your uniform marks will be 600. To achieve an A grade, you have to score at least 480, 420 for B, 360 for C, 300 for D grade, and 240 for E grade. For international advanced level, you will be awarded an A star. For IAS, for grade 11, no A star, A to E. For IAL, you will be awarded an A star. You have to achieve an A for international advanced level qualification. That is, out of 600, you have to get at least 480 marks. Plus one more criteria you will have to fulfill, that is for A2, IA2, you have to get at least 90%, that is 270 marks out of 300. Then you will be awarded an A star. Okay, for grade 11 accounting, next week we will go into detail. These all are the topics that we have to cover. 6 topics. Principles of accounting and double entry bookkeeping. 2, control procedure. Then comes financial statement of organizations. Introduction to costing. Then analysis of accounting statements. Social and ethical accounting. Out of this, some topics are familiar to you. You have done it. We will be studying some more deep, that is advanced. Okay, so next week we will be meeting with the topics in detail. Thank you very much.